Hey guys. How's it going? I had to get some water. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm here. Okay, let me see. How long were you guys? Okay, it was like I knew I had like how long is this intro? It's 2 and 14. Okay. Um I was getting some water. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I'm here. All right, guys, let's get into it. Ooh. You can hear now? Okay, good. Okay. Guys, welcome. Happy Friday, everybody. What's going on? All right, let's get into it. Some of you guys were asking me, so I'm going to just cover this real quick. Let me fix my screen. Okay, hold on one second. Let me fix my screen. All right, just a second. Let me pull up everything I need, which I think I have up everything, but we're going to do this first. Okay. How's everybody doing? Who got here? 1, 2, 3 first. Let's see. Rita, D-Dub, and CW. Okay, got here. 1, 2, 3 first. Bougie gang, welcome. If you're new here, you just happen to stumble across this live, well, welcome. Go ahead, hit the subscribe. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and get your notifications set so that when I go live like this and do everything that we do over here, you can be notified. If you enjoy lives where you get a variety of shenanigans, well, this might be the live stream for you. Anyway, you guys were asking me what's going on with Shirley, all of the things. Well, let's figure some of this out. Anyway, we know Miss Shirley just had her 70th birthday. Here's some of the shenanigans. And we will talk about what is posted on the docket. But this time next week, literally this time next week, um, she's gonna be a free woman if all goes well. If all goes as expected, for Nesto to not show up and all of those things, then Shirley will be a free woman this time next week. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. This was at her birthday party. We all got to see. Junior was sitting there. Junior was sitting there on live and was recording. And you know how sometimes you're sitting at the table and people are recording and you don't know it, and they're sitting there waiting for you to realize that you are on camera. Well, that's what Junior was doing. And there were a couple of vantage points of all of this going on, as I'm sure you've seen over the last month, because her birthday was like almost a month ago now. You know what it is? Oh my God. So she's just they're talking. She's minding her business. She's enjoying her birthday drink. If you keep it 100, I love you all. He's just waiting for Shirley to notice that he's filming her.
It's Shirley's strawberry birthday. Look at Shirley.
He's so laughing. Junior good.
Hey, dog, look at Shirley. Shirley's waving to the people.
You alive.
Shirley, it's your birthday, Shirley. Yeah. Right. Hey, man, we're having a great blast. Shirley's birthday party. I swear to God. Shirley is crazy. But tune in tomorrow. You're going to hear the whole show. We got a whole show for y'all. Because her birthday party is outstanding. I swear to God. And look at Monica. Trying to direct everything. Monica is keeping me and Shirley under wrap. She's our chaperone. Monica is our chaperone. Uncle Steve, we're going to be at work tomorrow.
Okay. You know, there's always that one person at the table filming everybody and catching you completely off guard. Well, I guess that was obviously Junior on that day. And so that's what happened with that. So but today We were over at Love Lies and Lace Fronts, and I got the question, when is court? So when is court? Court is on the 30th, and it is at 1 p.m. And we're going to get there. What? We're going to get there early. Okay. You're that person who's always filming people off guard. Okay. Well, that is good to know. Guys, if you are ever at a table with Houston Foodie, you better watch out. You better not cry because sis has outed her own self as the one who likes to film folk, okay, unexpectedly. Okay. Girl, we gonna get there a day early. We're not gonna play. Okay. Nesta was a no-show, but I guess that doesn't matter. September, girl, September 6th is probation, revocation, marriage cancellation. And who else has court? We saw someone else had court too on that day. Is it Joseph Greer, the Atlanta bus hijacker, who has a host of charges. I guess I need to just put that back on the list. You guys asked about it. Maybe because it was enough time had passed. You guys now want to talk about Joseph Greer. He did kill someone. Um and the lady who lost her man um at the hands of the crazed Joseph Greer watches here on Real Talk Bougie. She had written me a note, and she was in touch with us once upon a time. I should try to check back in with her. And but if you're out there, we hope you're doing well, and I know that there is no like recovery time from the loss that you have sustained at the hands of Mr. Greer, the Atlanta bus hijacker. But we're so sorry, and I hope you're doing well. Um, and if you have any updates you'd like to share, please feel free to check in with us. I think he had adult children. I believe she has her own children, but she was with him for quite some time. I need to look up all my information on that. But we'll keep up with it. But that was a strange story. But nonetheless, yeah, Joseph Greer, I think, is still in Fulton County. So I'll just have to write him down. But I think he has court that day too. That's probably a busy court date. Um, all right. So yeah, I was thinking, was there something else going on that day, but not that I'm aware of. Okay, so Joseph Greer, and that's Fulton, and CG, aka Christopher LaSalle Walden, he's due in court on 9/6, but he's over there in DeKalb. Okay. Did I say it right? All of my Georgia folk. Christian Walden. I posted some documents over on Patreon. I'm gonna put some in members here, but um I will talk about it. Anyway, okay. So that was Shirley on her birthday. Court is on, let me show you. Court is on 8:30, so August 30th. Just a second. Right here. Can y'all see that? 1:00. So, okay, that's happening 1:00 next Friday. I'm trying to make it bigger. Let me move this. Okay. Oh, we'll use that. Okay. Well, it's not cooperating with me, but you guys can see 8:30, 1:00, right? It's over. I mean, I feel like, well, it's unfortunate. Nesto did a lot. And unfortunately, I think the man that she thought that she was marrying, or the man that she married, it just wasn't any good. I mean, sis, it just wasn't any good. No matter how he felt, no matter how much he liked her, no matter how much, this is a guy, Ernesto, he was completely and totally for himself. And I don't know if, I hate to say it, but I mean, I don't think he ever really loved her. And even if he liked her, he was into her, any of those things, nothing superseded his selfish ways of how he wanted to live his life, which was off of her, get her money and use her name. So whether he really cared about her or not, it's almost irrelevant because at the end of the day, actions speak louder than words. And his actions all gave basically, I'm a user. So here we are. This is the civil action information right here. And it says parties in the above styled case are hereby scheduled for their final hearing. Can you see that? Hold on. For the final hearing, it's like always something in the way. Final hearing on 8:30 24 at 1 p.m. Zoom hearing, all of the things. Okay, so that's this time. This time next week, we are going to be talking about the drama. Okay. We're going to be talking about it and what happened and was it decreed and declared? Okay. I'm sure someone's getting a key out of that. Was it declared and decreed? Is Shirley F and F? Okay. Is she F and F at the moment? Um, there was also this document posted by her attorney, I believe, the Edwards Family Law. Edwards Family Law also posted up this, which was on the 12th. They posted that they had, I hereby certify that I have on this day served a copy of the within and foregoing final hearing notice on August 30th upon resident via U.S. first class mail. I don't know if they sent it through legal mail or what, but I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if that's his legal mail address. Legal mail, from what I'm finding out, seems to come a little faster. I would imagine she would have sent it to legal mail, but I don't know. So whether he gets it, he may or may not have gotten this. But she sent a certificate of service and basically certified that they sent it through the US mail and had it documented. So she's documenting that she's done all the things that she needed to do because as you know, on the order for the final, let me see if it says it on there, which I'm sure it does, that basically on the 30th, and it would be their responsibility as the petitioner to make sure that the respondent is furnished with a copy of all of the things that they would need to access the hearing. So it's her attorney's responsibility to send the document to Nesto via whatever way they need to and make sure that he's received it. So they sent it in a manner that they know that he has received mail previously, which is the US mail, legal mail, and he has adequate time to receive it, respond to it, and show up. And they certified that on this day that they sent it. So that was roughly 2 weeks advance notice or more, actually, and had sufficient time to be able to show up to the proceeding. So that's that on that. So we'll reconvene on that this time next week, where Shirley very well, let's go back to this for a minute. Shirley very well could be F and F. F and F on a Friday. Okay. So we'll see how that goes. And we'll talk about this time next week. And aside from that, we'll be preparing because we're going to be going into September and those pre-trials are getting ready to start. So we'll see when he goes for court in October what the pretrial situation is going to be and how they are going to progress as far as the trial is concerned on the RICO violations, right? So the RICO violations are getting ready to go to trial, and we're still listening to calls. We're still, there were text messages that were released yesterday. I'm going to be honest. So yesterday I didn't really look at the text messages. We kind of glanced through it on the live stream. We were over there looking at Nesto and Shirley 2.0, Jemnifer and CG. And a couple of you guys have dubbed them Nesto Shirley 2.0. Um, and Chris has court on 9/6 for his probation violation, and it's called the actual court date is probation revocation, and we don't know if there's going to be, like I said, wedding cancellation. I don't know. It doesn't look good. The fact that they called it probation revocation, I would be nervous. Anyway, I did pull up this document. We didn't go through this one yesterday. This was the parole certificate from the State Board of Pardons and Paroles. So let's roll into a little bit of Jen and CG real quick. Let me talk about this because I thought this was kind of interesting. Okay. All right. And then let's see. Okay. So this is the State Board of Pardons and Paroles. And this does say very clearly, it stipulates no leaving the state. So this is the certificate that was filed on February 8th, 2018. No, all men by these presence. It's having been made to appear that Georgia State Board of Pardons and Paroles that there is a reasonable probability that the inmate named below will remain at liberty without violating the laws. And it being the opinion, can you guys see this? Oh, my bad. Okay. And it being the opinion of said board that the release of this inmate is not incompatible with the welfare of society. And it appears further that the board is satisfied that this inmate will be suitably employed in self-sustaining employment and will not become a public charge on release. Under the authority vested in the State Board of Pardons and Paroles by the laws of Georgia, it is hereby ordered that the inmate named below be paroled pending good behavior under supervision, subject to the conditions of parole listed here and on the reverse side of the order until expiration of the confinement sentences. Now, I had someone in my inbox tell me that they work in pardons and paroles in another state, and it is definitely a stipulation in their state, and you sign that document when you agree, right? And I reviewed this document, and it states it from day one. Be it further known that this parole will become effective only on the date stated below and after the conditions of parole are agreed to by the inmate. The board reserves the right to withdraw or grant all forms of relief prior to the effective date if in its discretion it believes it to be the public's interest to do so. Non-compliance with any condition may result in revocation of parole in accordance with Georgia law. Okay? Boom. Okay, let me be careful how I scroll because it's not fully redacted, but you see who the parolee is, and he was going to his mama's house. That's what it says on the document. He was going to his mom's, and so this was on the 18th. This was on 2/6/18, right? It was issued 1/26/18. It was effective 2/6/18. It was set to expire 8/24/22, right? Well, let me go here. Hold on. That's not it. Okay. So over here, now I don't know why there was a delinquent report. Well, this was the delinquent report, but on here, okay, so the day it was set to expire, which is 8/24, if you notice on this delinquent report that we read yesterday, so you guys saw all that, right? Let me scroll down to the bottom before I pivot from this form. Okay, yes, because there was something we needed to see here, and then we'll go to the next one. Let me move that one over so I have it in close proximity so I can bring it right on up. Okay, let me bring this back. Okay. So we have gone, this is page 2 of the same document, right? So remember it said on this page and on the second page, right? So standard conditions under which this parole is granted. I'm not looking at the chat right now, so you guys talk to if you guys are telling me anything, I'm missing it. So just stand by till I can get back, okay? So, standard conditions under which this parole is granted. This certificate of parole will be effective only on effective date, et cetera, et cetera. Let's get back to this. Front page. So, any special conditions on the front are agreed to by the inmate. Violation of any condition may result in immediate arrest, followed by parole revocation. Okay. And what are some of these? Baby, intervention plan instructions. I will participate in development of and comply with all rehabilitation plan designed by my community supervisor officer. This plan will require me to work and be drug tested and may require me to attend and pay a reasonable fee for counseling or classes. I will truthfully answer all questions, not lie about being in Europe, and follow all written and verbal instructions from my community supervision officer or any other community supervision officer or any employee of the Department of Community Supervision and or the Board of Pardons and Parole. Okay? That's for number 1. For number 2, I will not violate any law of any government unit. I will immediately notify my community supervisor if I am arrested for any offense, including a traffic offense. Okay. My community supervision officer and or community supervision officer may at any time conduct a warrantless search of my person, papers, and place of residence, automobile, or any other property under my control. Weapon. I will not receive, possess, transport, have under my control, attempt to purchase or obtain transfer of any firearm, ammunition, explosives, or deadly weapons. For number 4, leaving the state and absconding. Can we get a dun dun dun? I will not leave my state of residence, even briefly, not even a pinky toe, or change my residence without first getting permission from my community supervisor. I will not abscond from parole supervision. Child support, restitution, and fees. I will support all my children as required by Georgia law, make payments of any restitution, pay my monthly parole supervision fees as established by the parole board rule, and pay reasonable fees for electronic monitoring. What if they put a little ankle monitor on him? If I do not have a high school diploma or its equivalent, and I am unable to maintain reliable regular employment, I will attend school to pursue a general education diploma, a high school diploma, or a trade and technical or trade or technical school. And last, not least, for number 7, if serving a split sentence, I will abide by all terms of probation imposed by the sentencing court. Okay. I have read or have read to me for those who can't read. Okay. I have read or have read to me the above standard. These are the standard. This isn't just for one person. This is under Georgia law. This is what everybody gets. I have read or read to me standard parole conditions and any special conditions on the front side of this certificate and fully understand them and agree to comply to them. To me, I hereby waive all extradition rights, process, and agree to return to Georgia from any state or territory of the United States or from District of Columbia if it becomes necessary to communicate with my community supervision officer when the officer is not available. I will contact another community supervision officer. So let me finish. I will contact another community supervision officer in the same office or will contact the Department of Community Supervision headquarters on the fourth floor in the East Tower in the Floyd Veterans Building, okay, in Atlanta, Georgia, if so be it, right? Within 24 hours of my, okay, so et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So basically, when his lawyer said, that he's had a plethora, he's had an array, he's had numerous, he's had way too many. Maybe he was confused. Okay. It says you can just call the office, sir. Just call the office. Just call the office and let us know what your dilemma is. You don't have to speak to Juju. You don't have to speak to BB. You don't have to speak to Joanne, Karen, Bill, Bob. Just call the office. Just call us. There's no excuses. If you can't talk to your supervisor, you can talk to a supervisor, okay? A community supervisor, okay? Community supervision officer. There's no reasons to not comply, right? Okay. And furthermore, hold on a second. Let me pivot for a second. I have to scroll. Okay. And we see that this was good through. This was an expiration up to what date? 8/24/22, right? So you would think, well, isn't he off? Didn't that expire already? Well, what it looks like, and I don't know why, it looks like it got continued. Okay. So maybe there was an extension to the parole. Maybe it gets revisited every couple of years. So if you're like extra good, maybe they'll say, you know what, maybe he doesn't need it anymore. Because as you can see, the last one expired 8/24. This one resumed 8/25 the following day, right? Probation start date 8/25. The last one expired 8/24. So I'm not sure how it works, but I'm assuming maybe it's a revisit, right? Anyway, this was the delinquent report that we read the other day from his current community supervision. Would you like me to read this again? I don't know. Previously utilized, currently recommended. So community service he didn't have to do. Day reporting center, detention center, intensive supervision, partial revocation, any of those things he did not have to do. We're going to see when he gets a new. But let's read this one more time. If you weren't here yesterday, this is what was filed that now has Sir with a warrant, which we've talked about this already too. There is a warrant for Sir's arrest, a body warrant. They want him to come in, a warrant for arrest of probationer in DeKalb County, and he is wanted at this moment, okay? He's wanted, and they want him to come in to answer questions regarding the situation, okay? So let's see. It says on or about, and we looked at all of this yesterday. So if you didn't watch yesterday, go check it out because all of the details supporting how this person, community officer, Miss Janice Davis, and I'm assuming Taylor Williams, whomever that is, chief community supervisor, and Miss Janice Davis. So Taylor Williams and Janice Davis came up with this. They basically said, On or about 7/18/24, the defendant left the state of Georgia without permission and traveled to California. The defendant is engaged to Jemnifer Williams from Basketball Wives MTV show. Ms. Williams posted her and the defendant in California on her social media, amongst other places. Okay. Ms. Williams has other posts on her social media page that indicate her and the defendant have been to Switzerland on 7/6 and Italy on 7/2. The defendant and girl Paris. Okay. The defendant has not had permission to travel. On 7/22, the supervising officer contacted the defendant to inquire if he left the state or country in which he reported he had not. He reported that he is currently in Lake Oconee or Lake Osanee or something, a lake that I believe is in Georgia for a wedding and has been there for the last 2 days. So, did that answer the question though? The defendant, so on 7/22, the supervising officer contacted the defendant to inquire if he left the state or country in which he reported no. So, maybe he's splitting hairs, but maybe, he knows he'd left the country. And you know that when they're calling to ask you, had you left the country, you left the country. Who thinks, and I'm just saying, maybe the supervision officer was trolling Jen's page, but who thinks the baby mama, one of his two baby mamas, because he's got a 14-year-old and he's got a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. Okay. He's got two baby moms and he's got two kid situations. He's got his OG kid who's 14, and he's got two babies that he had back to back that he had prior to Jemnifer. Okay. He had just broke up with the brand new baby mom. Okay. Now, who do you think dropped a dime? We know that it was the community supervision officer that basically said that she saw it on the Instagram. But do you think one of the baby moms probably reported it to probation and alerted them that homie was way, 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 way out of town? Okay. The supervising officer has attached photos to a case note supporting the fact that the defendant did leave Georgia without permission. On 8/16, an administrative hearing was held. So on 8/16, they had a conference about Chris and to address the defendant leaving the state without permission. So they had a conference on 8/16, and this was signed on 8/1. And basically on his file, which I don't have it pulled up. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up in Odyssey. When they actually posted up that they posted the warrant. Let's see when they posted the warrant. The warrant was posted. The warrant was issued on 8/9. It was posted up on, it was stamped into the clerk's office on 8/9, so August 9th, and the warrant was signed by the judge on August 8th. And do we need to see that? Hold on. The warrant, this is the warrant here, and it was signed on August 8th by the judge. It was signed in by the clerk of court. It was posted up to the docket on 8/9, and they registered a court date on, just a second. Am I in the right place? Yes. Okay, hold on. And what day is 9/6? 9/6 is 2 weeks from today. 2 weeks from today, there's court. So this is also what I found. This was interesting too. Okay. So this case right here. So they broke it up into two cases. So remember, he said if you go back to the videos from last year, he mentioned something about a kidnapping charge, and they instead of kidnapping, it was false imprisonment, right? He also had a domestic battery and a blocking of allowing someone to make an emergency phone call. That's this case right here, 15 CR 2989. 15 CR 1187 is the false imprisonment felony. This one, 15 CR 2989, that was no prost. I don't know why they no prost it, but they no prost those charges. Okay. Um, it's interesting because if, when he's telling the story, I mean, they gave him a domestic battery charge. Let me hold on a second. Let me click on it. Let me make sure it's not showing any addresses or anything when I click on it real quick, just to show. Okay. We're just going to show this part right here. So he had a family violence battery and interfering with a emergency call. So remember when he said that he wouldn't, she said he took her phone. He said he didn't take her phone. There is some document. So you see it was no pros, right? And they make a note on here that this case all arises from the occurrences of 15 CR 1187. So, and the state will be proceeding on an indictment on that particular one. So it's not he was found guilty or not guilty or anything like that. They separated it. Why? For two different cases, but it's documented. They no prost it. So no prosecution. They put it all into the other felony case, but it's documented here that it's a derivative of that original case, right? So all that is there. I don't know. I wonder if it was, not to say that that was a bad thing if any of the baby moms dropped a dime on him, because that's what they're supposed to do, especially if there's a missing of a payment or there's an issue, or they're just still salty about his, or they're tired of hearing him lie on the internet. I don't know. It could be any number of things. Like if you want to tell your version of the story and you're going to be running around, but I did pull the original indictment. Do you guys want to see? I don't know if you guys saw these already. Did you guys see the original indictment? Let me see, make sure it's got, okay. I would need to redact it because it does have a name on here. It says Christopher LaSalle Walden with the offense. Let me see if I can just scroll down to a little bit. I'll just show you this part right here. That's count one. He was indicted on this, but they no process. Christopher LaSalle Walden with the offense of battery, family violence, and violation with OCGA 16523 for the said accused person in the county of DeKalb, state of Georgia, on or about the 27th of March 2014, did intentionally cause visible bodily harm to with oops, you guys can't see. Okay, so you see this part. And then let me take it back because it's got the person's name on it and I did not redact it. The second one is where the phone call came in. And that's the hindering of emergency telephone call. That was the misdemeanor and the battery was the felony. So he went from 2 felonies and a misdemeanor to 1 felony, and that 1 felony gave him the 10 serve 7. He okay, I'm just saying this to say this. Girl, Jemnifer, run. I mean, at the end of the day, this guy, he could be a changed guy, but it's too much. It doesn't take a genius to watch CG. I'm sure his PO was well aware of his engaged to and the plans for their wedding. I mean, everybody's not keeping up on what's going on YouTube. However, depending on if he highlighted or not, to that person, because everyone's not keeping up with that, just to be honest. Like some people don't even watch Basketball Wives and you know what I'm saying? Um, but furthermore, who's watching the reality show? I mean, not the reality show, but their YouTube channel, right? Now, maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. Um, but the funny thing to me, like I told you guys yesterday, I subscribed to the channel and I love travel vlogs. So they were in Zurich, they were in Paris, they were in Italy, and it was a cute little vlog, and they went to the beach club and they were on a boat, and they were cruising around down in Italy, and they were shopping on the street. Like it was, and plus obviously I heard what was going on, so I was kind of like, okay. But they posted up that vlog and now it's off the channel. So clearly they're trying to clean up a little bit, but there's no cleaning this up. There's too many posts on their channel, and on their individual Instagram pages to cover up, and then it's going to also look like a cover up, because at the end of the day there's no need in deleting your social media, because then it looks worse. Also, that can all be subpoenaed, and it's too late at that point. By the time these documents have been issued and stating Instagram, is too late. Yeah, you can't unsee it, and you technically can't even unpost it. Let's be real. You know what I mean? It inside of the inside of the inside, all of that stuff has been documented, right? It's documented, it's posted, it's documented, it's archived, it's documented, it was deleted. That doesn't make it go away. So all of this talking, hold on a second. And then I got some more stuff to show you guys. You guys are going to be like, what? If you're in members, you already saw it this morning, but let me log in now. So one of you guys sent me something interesting too. So that was interesting. The thing that kind of, when I looked up the cases, I was like, ooh, okay. All right. Let's see if they posted anything else today. There's a lot of documentation on this case. Oh my God, so much. So if you've been here, we've already been talking about this, and it's obviously a hot topic right now. There is a hearing set for okay, 9/6 probation revocation. That would make me nervous. I'm sorry. It's not even just, they asked for a walk-in hearing for modification to allow travel outside of the country. What was scheduled was a probation revocation hearing. Let me just look up. Hold on. Let me put it in just like they have it. And I'm going to put in Georgia. Like, what does that, when something like this, what happens during a probation revocation hearing? Let's see. Let me put Georgia. Okay. Okay, well, AI overview says a probation revocation hearing in Georgia is a separate proceeding from a criminal case that occurs if a probationer has violated the terms of their probation. The hearing can have serious consequences, such as serving time in jail or prison. A probationer may face a revocation hearing if they commit a new crime, violate a technical aspect of their probation. So Georgia Code 42-8-34 at any revocation hearing upon proof that the defendant has violated the general provisions of probation or suspension. Okay, I'll have to click on that in a second. The judge uses preponderance of the evidence standards, which is a lower standard than the beyond a reasonable doubt standard used in a criminal trial. The judge also acts as the terrier of fact instead of a jury. So the judge can make an immediate decision as to if they're going back to jail or not. Some say it is a highly recommended to seek legal representation if a probation revocation for a probation revocation hearing. An experienced attorney can assess the case, protect rights, and present a defense. Common defense includes lack of intent, false accusations, and failure to provide proper notice of the probation terms, which we don't know if that's the case or not. Let's see. The court may revoke any part of any probation or suspend a sentence unless the defendant admits to the violation as alleged and unless the evidence is produced at the revocation hearing establishes by a preponderance of the evidence and the violation of the violations alleged. At any revocation hearing, upon proof that the defendant has violated any general provision of the probation or suspension other than by commission of a new felony offense, the court shall consider the use of alternatives to include community service, probation detention centers, special alternative incarceration, or any other alternative to confinement deemed appropriate by the court or as provided by the state. So he's going to need to come in there and just admit to it. My opinion, he needs to come in, apologize, and admit. If he's going to stand there and try to continue the lie, I think it's going to be a problem. Do you guys think Chris is the quality that he's going to just say, "My bad, judge. I didn't know I messed up. I got excited. I got a rich girlfriend. She takes me everywhere. She's better than my mom. And I was really excited to finally be a rich guy." You think that's what he's going to say? I don't know if that's going to be a good defense. I don't know if that was going to be a good defense or not, but he's going to have to admit it. If he tries to run with the lie and then he tries to blame the state, I think he's going to be done. I think he's not going to get a travel pass and he could end up going back to jail. Okay. We're going to keep our eye on this story because that's 2 weeks away. Nope, he's not going to admit to it. Yeah, I don't think so either. It's not looking good. I don't see him. He can barely admit that he beat the girl up, his baby mom. He can barely admit he beat her up and put her in the hospital and caused her to jump off of a 3-story building. If he can't admit to that, how is he going to admit that he lied to the probation officer when she called to ask him had he left the state, had he left the country, and he sat up there and told her flat out no? Okay. All right, guys, let me see if I can find this real quick. Whew. Okay, so we got through that. Okay, let me see if I can find this. If I can't, we're gonna have to pull it up on the TV channel. Okay, hold on. Well, I'm gonna have to play it on here. Okay, hold on a second. Let me pull this up. So, all right, let me share my screen. I clicked on. All right, we're going to talk about this because I feel like I smell Rico coming up, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this comes out. I put this out earlier today. We didn't talk about it live, but it was in members. So let's get into it. I did some research and we're going to talk about this. Hold on. Let's get into this right here. Hopefully this is going to play okay, because I had some issues this morning, but StreamYard was having issues. So
to the Fulton County Jail tonight, the Fulton County Sheriff's Office confirms it has an ongoing corruption investigation and 4 security officers who work for a contract company.
y'all. Okay, let's see. I was about to say this is StreamYard. Okay.
Arrested.
Okay.
Channel 2 investigative reporter Mark Winnie is live.
We're going to have to bear with it. But Mark Winnie is on the job out in front of Fulton County Jail, and he is basically reporting live from the streets, letting us know what was going on, that there were 4 officers who were arrested. Okay. I feel like this would go so much better on YouTube. I don't know why. This is
some allegations that seem shocking.
Let me see if I can find this on YouTube, because it keeps stalling too much on the news channel. Okay, give me just a second. Okay, all right, hold on a second. Let me find it on YouTube, because I'm sure they have it posted, and it's just, I don't know why it keeps stalling. Let me try it one more time. Come on, Mark Winnie.
Yeah, a Fulton County Sheriff's Office official says this investigation started in May and more arrests are expected. But for now, 4 young women are residents of the jail where they worked until yesterday.
They work for strategic security. I can confirm that they have all been terminated.
The Fulton County Sheriff's Office says it turns out 4 security officers working for a contractor at the county jail were security problems. Records suggest Briasha Tate admitted using a book to hide phones. Allegedly confessed to smuggling in cell phones in a cutout inside a book.
Yes.
Now one might say that Fulton County.
Yes. That's your boy. Mark Winnie is so funny. Mark Winnie reporting live from Fulton County Jail. The way he says it cracks me up. Mark Winnie, downtown on Rice Street, reporting live. He's hilarious. Girl, we're gonna but wait till you hear the charges. I pulled everything up. I got it all, guys. Sis was on pulling all the documents. Okay, I don't have them all back yet, but I may have some. I need to look at my inbox. Okay, let's see. It's like, come on, WSB TV. What is going on?
Throwing the book at her after a corruption investigation. We counted 10 criminal warrants naming her. Records indicate after she reported to work Tuesday, she was transported to the Jail Investigations Unit's office, and that Ms. Tate stated she had sexual intercourse with an inmate inside of the bathroom.
For shame.
On floor 7 South on 3 separate occasions. Ms. Tate stated she brought a total of 6 cell phones inside of the jail and gave them to the inmate. That Ms. Tate stated she cut portions of the pages of the inside of a book and concealed the phones inside of the hole in the book. That Ms. Tate stated she brought strips, paper laced with chemicals used for smoking, inside of the jail on 2 separate occasions. That Ms. Tate stated she received payments from the inmate via Cash App for the contraband items she brought in and gave to him, and that her Cash App payment summary from the inmate showed a total of $1,682.
We can't screen for integrity.
Natalie Ammons of the Sheriff's Office has terminated security officer Regina Harris, faces 3 warrants related to a contraband cell phone provided to an inmate. Ms. Ammons says terminated security officer Lacuna Ballard is accused of sending explicit photos and videos to an inmate.
Explicit photos.
Conspiracy charges involving conversations about how to bring cigarettes and cell phones into the jail. And Ms. Ammon says terminated security officer Anisia Silas faces a conspiracy charge involving a phone charger and a charge involving giving an inmate unauthorized food, namely a chicken pot pie.
Not a chicken pot pie, okay?
Ms. Ammon says all 4 suspects were given bond, but as of late this afternoon, had not made bond yet. We tried without success to find lawyers.
Okay. We're gonna have to get up off this page because it's a mess. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Everything.
Okay, we're gonna have to get up off this page
Everyone
because
else
it is
demanding their
stalling
money,
way
so
too
why
much.
shouldn't you? We have a special team of attorneys who only fight
Okay.
for injured workers.
Okay, bye. All right. Where is this playing in my ear? Okay. All right. So does it say anything? Natalie Amons, Director of Communications. Let's see. Let me see if there's anything else in here that we wanted to take a look at. I think basically he went through everything in his report. So it's pretty, there was nothing that we were missing. So of course I went and had to get the docket and give you what I found. Let's get into it. Let's get to the docket. Hold on. I'm gonna need to get logged in because of course I'm all logged out of everything now. Because this was hours ago. Okay, let me close out all of the Jemnifer and CG stuff. These people have conspiracy charges. Everybody, not everyone, but there's a good amount of people. So let me show you what I've been able to figure out so far. I would not be surprised if they put this under some sort of a RICO. And I'm gonna just go on a limb by saying this, even though it sounds like okay, chicken pot pie, all of the things, but it is very serious sneaking things into the jail, right? We know this. And if you're going to sneak cell phones, I mean, you could sneak weapons, right? You created a way to get in a cell phone. You could create a way to bring in weapons. And we've seen the reports where they have confiscated tons of contraband, tons of weapons. We've seen a Mark Winnie style report before. We know that this is happening, right? So they're bringing in food. Maybe it was, lunch, right? And maybe it was like her lunch, and she went and passed it off to another inmate. But these people are having sex with inmates. I mean, it's absolutely it's just it's disgusting, right? Okay, so let me pull up the first case number. I haven't had a chance to look up to validate if some of these people are inmates, but I suspect. So check this out. Okay. This is definitely going to be something we got to keep our eye on because the case it's not, I feel like it's going to get really interesting. I'm going to pull all the warrants so we can actually read about what's going on here. But check this out. So they're all in on one case. What do you think this means? This is going to be a RICO. They're all on one case. Breasia Tate, Colvin Lindsay may have been one of the prisoners that was already there. Okay. Billy Rodriguez Wells. Okay. We didn't hear about him. I don't know if that's a guard or not. I'm going to look and see. I need to look these guys up to see if these are probably the inmates. Yeah, it's giving RICO, right? Lacuna Ballard, we know she was a security guard. Regina Harris was a security guard. Before I get into the detail of that, well, let me see. Let's look up let me not scroll. Because I don't know if the address was on there. Look what they charged Colvin with. Conspiracy to commit felony. Y'all, it's the conspiracies for me, okay? Everyone's going to court on my birthday, September 12th. Okay. Girl, check this out. Which I think it's because they're probably already in jail. I just didn't have time to do extensive research into everybody's background, but no bond, okay? And it might be no bond because they're already sitting there, but no bond, okay? You are to have no contact directly, indirectly with the victim, victim's family, persons. I'm not really sure. I need to look this person up. Colvin Lindsay, but we'll get back to those details. I just have to kind of do a deep dive and look into everyone. But it's sitting in the complaint room, as you can see here. Everything's in the complaint room. Colvin has no bond. The girls, it looks like we're looking at some $15,000. A couple have $15,000 bonds. Some people have no bond. Okay. No bond. All right. Let me go back to this again. So this is the thing. You look up the case number, everybody's under the case, under one case. Not everybody, but there's a significant portion of people under one case, right? Breasia Tate, girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 felonies, 3 misdemeanors. The misdemeanors are improper sexual contact. The felonies include crossing guard lines of jail. So basically violating their duties as a guard in a jail setting. I'm going to look up this statute. Let's look that up. Probably OCGA. Okay, OCGA, Georgia 4213. Okay. Georgia 4213. What was the rest of it? D1A. Okay. 4213 D1A states it shall be unlawful for any person to come inside the guard lines established to any jail with or to give or have delivered to an inmate any controlled substance, dangerous drug, marijuana, gun, pistol, other dangerous weapons without knowledge, consent of the jailer or law enforcement officer. Any person who violates paragraph 1 of this subsection shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. So all of these things, right? So you can look those up. All you have to do is you can just look those up. Okay. That's what Breasia Tate. She's got 4 of those. She's got possession of prohibited items by an inmate. And so she has 5 felonies, including the one basically of a guard, of a CO, corrections officer, right? So sis is in a lot of trouble. As far as her bond, I don't know what she got. Let's see what she got. I just think this is going to be this is obvious. Girl, sis needs to get a lawyer stat. Did they give her? She might not have a bond. Okay, that one is not. Hold on. So let's see. Oh, here it is. Order for bond. Just a second. Let's check this out. Whew. Ooh. Okay, let's see. $29,000 good bond. So she probably, if she, that's 10, 15%, whatever the bondsman charges. Okay. So altogether, no criminal history, lifelong resident. Okay. So they basically maybe had some mercy or pity, but she has a $29,000 bond. As you can see, that's Briasia. Okay. All right, let's go back to, so we looked up Colvin, which Colvin I think may already be an inmate. Billy Rodriguez. All right, let's see. Conspiracy to commit felony, possession of prohibited items by an inmate. So Sir was already in there. He's probably one of their customers or someone they were dealing with. I'm sure it's going to be no bond because they're already in jail and they were there for other reasons. And these people were, they're not going to give a bond, I'm sure, are they? If you're in jail and committing more crimes, yet no bond. Okay. These guys are already in, no bond, significantly likely to reoffend. Can you guys see this? Okay. Okay. All right, let's go to now. As far as the narrative of each individual, I've got to get those from Fulton County, and I don't have them yet. I've only got through requesting like half of this because there were so many people. There's 5 on here, and I think there's 4 on the other one, so it's like 9 people so far. If I'm not mistaken, LaQuanda, girl, LaQuanda. Can you guys see this? Okay, hold on. Let me get to this one. LaQuanda, possession of prohibited items, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit felony. These chicks are going down. I don't know how you are working in Fulton County Jail and you think it's a good idea to do something in the same city. Like, don't you see what's going on in Rice Street? You wanted to work, you wanted, like, that's what you wanted. You went to work up in there and thought for a second that that's where you wanted to be. That's crazy. That's absolutely certified nuts. Let's see what the bond was. All right, the document's not opening. Okay, let me click on it again. All right, the order for bond is not loading for me for some reason, so I'll have to get back to you. I think they all got bond. So Mark Winnie did say that. He said, I think that they all got bond. Okay, here we go. They all got bond, but they haven't all made their payment for bond yet. Okay, so here is Laquana or Lacuna. Sis got a 20. Oh, she got a 15K. She had 3 charges, and they're all getting conspiracies, and they're all working in the jail. No contact with any known gang members, inmates, employees of strategic security. So no contact. So strategic security company. If they fired her, how are you? I mean, you can't. I guess as a condition, maybe they're just going to deal with her via mail, like her last check, any kind of anything that she needs as far as from human resources. Probably don't call us. Well, they're going to mail you everything. Do not call the people at the contracting company. Damn. Okay. Wow. No contact with any gang members, inmates, employees of strategic security. Isn't that the one who was talking strategy on how to get the stuff in the building? So a mess. Okay. A mess. Certified. Okay. Let's go back here. And so we got Lacuna or Laquana. I thought maybe it was Laquana, but he said, Mark Winnie said Lacuna. Okay. Regina Harris. Girl, 3 felonies and conspiracy. Come on, Regina. Everybody's going to court on the 12th. Everybody's under the same case number. They're going to get them. I mean, especially as a corrections officer. Maybe they're not called corrections officer, but I guess they're calling them. Okay, here we go. So $15,000, Regina Harris. Okay. Don't contact employees of strategic security. Don't contact anybody that works at the company anymore. If you're friends with someone who works with strategic security, don't call them anymore. Don't talk to anybody who's an inmate at Fulton County Jail. Don't talk to any gang members. No social media access, no weapons, no drugs without a legal prescription. Sis, what? Regina Harris, girl, come on now. What's going on here? Did y'all see this? I think they still are corrections. I think they still are corrections officers. They were hired through a company. They're fired. They got fired. So they're fired. Let me tell you something. I worked in staffing. I didn't staff security guards. I did not work any kind of that. If you are fired from a client for breaking rules, I'm sure they are fired. I'm sure they're fired. What's the name of this company? Because we can call. Girl, we can do a old bougie gang. Let's see, strategic security. Girl, what's their number in Atlanta? I'm sure they're going to be like, we cannot discuss employment matters. Hold on. Strategic security services, security, Atlanta, Georgia, strategic security corporation, Atlanta, strategic security corp. Girl, careers. I bet you they got some openings today. They're in Alpharetta. Okay. All right. They probably have all kinds of government contracts. I'm sure they're fired. I would not, where are they going to place you? If you can't go to a client and behave, you can't work here. Now they have criminal charges. They're fired. They are definitely fired. They have pending felonies at a client. Baby, they're done. Okay, I'm looking them up. They appear to be a national company. They are currently sourcing active and retired licensed armed security officers for immediate placement. Strategic Security Corporation. I need the Atlanta offices I need the office in Alpharetta stat. Hold on, where's the Alpharetta office? I need the office in Georgia, ma'am. Careers, resources, services, about us. I want is it sectors? No, it would have to be locations. Okay. Hi, do you have any comment on the recent bust of some of your employees in Fulton County for crossing the line with inmates? Do you have can we get a comment or a quote, please? How do you screen for officers not wanting to have sex with inmates at Fulton County Jail? Can you talk to us about that? Hello. Hi, I'm calling from a blog. I have a blog on YouTube, and I actually am a talent acquisition professional. How did this happen? Can you talk to us about what is your screening process? How did this happen? How will you screen in the future to make sure you are not hiring people who want to dip with the clients, inmates? How can you talk to us about that, please, on a Friday? Let's see. This is their main page. Protecting what matters most. Girl, you had people dipping with the inmates. Okay. I got to find the Alpharetta office. Let me Google. All right, we'll get back to this. We're playing right now. Okay. Not playing, but playing. Let's see. Okay. All right, so we went through all of that. Let's go to the next one. As if there wasn't more. Okay. There's a whole nother case number 24 PI. Can you believe that this is happening? Okay, so there's 3 more. So right now, and they said that this is an ongoing case, so expect more, okay? Okay, so they talked before about Anesia Silas. So she's on a case with Contavious, Daquan Jeffries, and David Edward Kinney, okay? They were all I guess they were all arrested 2 days ago. Let's see. So Anasia is one of the guards, and she has conspiracy, obtain, procure, give inmate prohibited item. She might be the one who bought the chicken pot pie. If she's bringing that dude food, she might have been sleeping with that guy. Added warrant, pre-indictment. Okay. I'm waiting for some of this stuff to come in. So I've requested all of it. So, okay. That's in Asia. And then did she get a bond? I guess she got a bond. I'm assuming. Let's see what she got. Can you believe she bought a chicken pot pie in? Oops. $10,000 and then 2,500 cash or good bond. Okay. You have no contact directly. Okay, then check off that. No contact with inmates at Fulton County facilities. Okay. All right. Do not talk to anybody. No contact with any inmates at the facilities. Okay. Are you seeing that? 12,000. So the bonds are kind of all over the place, but they've all received bond. Okay. Let's see. These are probably inmates. I'm just going to assume the other 2 guys because that seems to be how it kind of went down a little bit. Possession of prohibited item. That is Contavious. They were like, where did you get that pot pie from? Hold on. Contavious, Daquan Jeffries, where did you get the pot pie? Drop the pie. And let's look at the last one. David Edward Kinney. He's got possession of an item. Maybe she was bringing in plates. Okay. She might have been bringing in plates for these guys. Who knows? And some of the girls were sleeping with the guys. I mean, it's just all bad. Anyway, that's what's going on with that story. I suspect, let me look in my inbox and see if I did get the documents on one. Okay. Okay, I think I did. Let's see what's here. Okay, I may have at least one. Hold on. Thank you, Miss Buckeye. Thank you for supporting. It means so much. I appreciate all of you guys who have supported and are continuing to support the channel. Let's see. Okay. Baby. Okay, we got something, guys. We got action. So Regina Harris, I have to do some redacting. I literally just got this. Thanks, babe. I literally just got this. So none of this is redacted, but I've got the booking sheet. We've already seen her mugshot. Okay. Let's read. Ooh, it arrived. It arrived just on time. So this is Regina. Guys, meet Regina. We've already seen her, but this is the one. Girl, they got all like, don't get arrested. Like, it's just too much information that is on the internet when they post your stuff. Like, it's just don't get arrested. Okay. That's Regina, right? That's as much I can show you on this page. Can y'all oh. Boop. Okay. That's Regina. Okay. All right. Let me take this down. Let me scroll to where I know I can go. So I've got the full booking document. Oh, girl, sis is 5'11" and 300 pounds. Okay. Sis tall. Okay. Sis tall. All right. I shall read. If I get to a point, let me just scroll, make sure I don't see any addresses or anything. Baby, we got a nice little narrative to read, okay, on a Friday. I got a little Friday story time for Bougie Gang, okay? If you want a little Friday story time about some chicken pot pie, some loose goose in the shower, some inmate on security guard action, I'm gonna need for y'all to go ahead and hit that thumbs up for me, because we are lacking a little bit. But nothing really stops the show. But it's a free way to support your girl. Okay, it's a free way to support your girl and the channel. If you have not yet hit the thumbs up, go ahead and do so. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Okay. All right, let's get into it. A little story time on a Friday. Okay. This is what they say went down. Okay. All right. Thank you for those who just hit the like button. Okay. And in the future. All right. Personally came C. Jefferson, who on oath says that to the best of his or her knowledge and belief, Regina Harris between 5/9/24 and between May 5th, 2024 at Rice Street in Fulton County did commit the offense of crossing guard lines of jail with prohibited items, which is a felony, in that said accused illegally brought a cell phone contraband inside of the Fulton County Jail without consent of Chief Jailer, said that his deponent makes this affidavit that a warrant may be issued for his or her arrest. Thank you, PW. Drop the pie. Drop a pie for Quintavious. Girl, drop some pies in the chat, okay? The affiant is a Georgia Post certified peace officer, duly sworn as a deputy sheriff's sergeant for the Fulton County Sheriff's Department, currently assigned to the Jail Investigations Unit and having been employed for Fulton County Sheriff's Office for 9 years. While assigned to the Jail Investigations Unit, my responsibilities include, but are not limited to, criminal investigations, including employees, vendors, contractors, and inmates. I have 24 years of law enforcement experience and over 300 hours of post-certified training, as well as specialized training in the criminal procedures, criminal investigations, advanced reporting, writing, leadership in police organizations. Prior to my assignment with Fulton County Sheriff's Office, I worked as a road patrol sergeant in the Broward, girl, that's down there in South Florida, Sheriff's Department in Fort Lauderdale, and received specialized training on interviews and interrogations, criminal investigations, narcotics, and field training officer. The facts of the affidavit come from my observations, training, experience, and information obtained from other agents and witnesses. The affidavit is intended to show sufficient probable cause for the requested warrant and does not set forth all my knowledge about this matter. Boom. Sergeant C. Jefferson, number 3287, am assigned to the below described case for follow-up investigation, and the probable cause reads as follows. On July 10th, 2024, the Jail Investigations Unit received information in reference to an inappropriate relationship between a contract worker and an inmate currently housed in Fulton County Jail. Please don't put chicken bones in the chat, y'all, because I cannot look at the chat because y'all are making me laugh. I cannot do my dramatic professional reading if you guys are making me laugh. So I'm not looking at the chat. I'm not paying no attention to y'all. Y'all talk to each other and I'm not looking over there. Okay. I received not screenshots. They are so messy. I received screenshots which verified that security officer Laquana Ballard is an ex-girlfriend of inmate Jakari Weaver, and that she is communicating with the inmate via Instagram. The screenshots also verified that the security officer Ballard has visited inmate Weaver in his assigned housing unit during her work shift. On July 11th, 2024, a recorded interview with inmate Weaver confirmed that the two were communicating through social media. Inmate Weaver also stated that the security officer Ballard is supplying contraband to some of the inmates on the 7th floor of the Fulton County Jail. Security officer Laquana Ballard works for Strategic Security and contracted security company who provides security officers to work the tower inside of Fulton County jails. She started her employment August 14th, 2024, and is assigned to the towers on the 7th floor, where massive amounts of contraband, cell phones, tobacco, cigarettes, and marijuana have been found during shakedowns and cell searches. On July 12th, 2024, I obtained a search warrant for Ballard's Instagram account. Y'all, it's going down on Instagram. If you are out here doing the most on this internet, understand it will all be exposed, okay? The Instagram account provided by the inmate's identity, Colvin Lindsay, who is currently an inmate in Fulton County Jail in Fulton County, Georgia. The contents of inmate Lindsay's Instagram messaging account confirmed an inappropriate relationship between Ballard and Lindsay. Ballard sent sexually explicit photographs and pornographic videos of herself from her Instagram messaging account to inmate Lindsay's Instagram messaging account, okay? Contents of the search warrant also revealed messages between Colvin and an unknown inmate on the 7th floor of Fulton County Jail in Fulton County, Georgia. The unknown inmate referred to himself as Bop and used an account named Big Bop 2450. I know some of y'all are searching that right now, okay? Girl, shall we go? Big Bop 2450. Girl, let me get there quick before all y'all crash the page. Big Bop. Hold on. Big Bop. Girl, this is messy. Girl, Big Bop 2450. Big Bop 2450. Why is his account private? Big Bop's page is private. Back on my host shit. Big Bop domain op. What? I'm out. Let's get back to the matter at hand. Okay. Girl, this is juicy. Girl, ba-da, bop, ba-da, bop. Okay, it's a Fran Drew. It's a Fran Drew at Fulton County. I mean, Nesto did warn us about Fulton County that it was a mess, right? Okay. All right. Where were we? Where were we? Let's see. Girl, Big Bop. Let me make sure we're good. Okay, hold on. Let me clear this message so we can see all the scenery. We can catch all the tea. All right, hold on. Okay. Girl, I keep trying to clear a message. Thank you to the new member. I'm gonna drop some coins on you guys in a minute. Thank you guys for supporting. You guys are awesome. Girl, we got ourselves a good, juicy new case to follow because this one is going to be messy and ghetto, exactly the way we like it, right? Okay. Okay. Let's get back to it. The unknown inmate referred to himself as Bop and used an account name Big Bop 2450. The two inmates discussed sales and the movement of contraband items throughout the jail, including strips, cigarettes, pills, marijuana, and cell phones. Inmate Lindsay took inmate Bop to also inmate Lindsay told inmate Bob to also contact him on his second Instagram, one TI Pro Se. What? One tip? Maybe one tip, maybe one tip Rose. Excuse me. Girl, I was like one TI, one tip, one TI Pro Se. Girl, it could have been anything. But let's see. Maybe it's one tip Rose. Okay. One TIP ROZE ROSE_. Let's see. One tip Rose. Is this him? Is this one tip Rose? Let's see. One tip Rose. Okay, here we go. Y'all, visuals. Okay. This is one tip Rose. Not that he's got a YouTube page, baby. Hold on. One tip Rose. That's what homie looks like. We're not gonna go too deep into it because girl. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna see what comes up on the YouTube page. Girl, unavailable. YouTube page is not there. Okay. What else? Just a little homie. Just a little a dude. Okay. Just a little young dude. Can you guys see this? Yes. Okay. Let's get back. Let's get back to story time. All right. Okay. Can y'all see? We're back. Okay. So, where was I? Movement of contraband items throughout the jail to include strips, cigarettes, pills, marijuana, cell phones. Inmate Lindsay told inmate Bob to also contact him on his second Instagram page, One Tip Rose. The most recent shakedown that was conducted on August 8th, 2024, multiple shanks and cell phones were found. A search warrant for the Instagram account Big Bop 2450 was obtained August 12th, 2024, and submitted to Meta. What's Meta? Oh, Meta, duh. Facebook, Instagram. The return of the search warrant also received on August 13th. The account holder was identified as, Billy. The inmate booked into Fulton County Jail 6/5/21. The contents of the inmate Wells' Instagram was dated. Okay. Okay, let's see. The contents of inmate Wells' Instagram account dated 5/29/24 revealed discussions of a cell phone bought into the jail for inmate Wells. This was discussed between him and the username Yella Gina. Baby, my God. Yella Gina. Oh, is that Regina? Hold on. Yella Yell Gina. Oops. My God. Oh my God. Okay, Gina. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm. Okay. An Instagram search of Yale Gina revealed a photo of a black female who is believed to be Strategic Security Officer Regina Harris. Are we together? Can I get some pies in the chat, please? Because I'm not looking, so I won't be laughing. Um, Strategic Security, your contract is in jeopardy on today. Ms. Harris started her employment with Strategic Security on October 26, 2023. The conversation also mentioned that someone referred to as Taz with two Z's, also believed to be a strategic security officer, was the one who got the phone from Miss Harris and took the phone up to inmate Wills. There's the conspiracy. Okay. Someone brought it in. They made the connection. Another strategic security officer. So all these people from strategic security are now working together in more ways than one. Someone just gifted 5 memberships. Y'all are a bunch of dolls. Thank you, dear. Let me see. Let me go back because I know I won't be able to see it. Beverly Pierce, Salty Buzzard, Kathy Smith, Renee Edwards, and Tamaria L. You just got gifted by Lady Everett. Lady Everett, thank you so much for gifting, babe. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, an Instagram search for Yale Gina revealed a black female who is believed to be Strategic Security Officer Regina Harris. Ms. Harris started her employment with Strategic Security on October 26th. The conversation also mentioned someone referred to as Taz or maybe Taz, also revealed to be also believed to be a strategic security officer, was the one who got the phone from Miss Harris and took the phone to inmate Wells' floor and gave it to one of the floor orderlies and gave it to inmate Wells. The phone conversation was a track phone with a SIM number of blase blah, blase blase blase. The phone was not set up for usage when inmate Wells received it. Miss Harris had discussed back and forth with how to activate the phone by providing the aforementioned SIM and IME numbers. When that did not work, Miss Harris told inmate that she would go see him to help him finish setting up the phone. When she arrived to work that night, the conversations between inmate Wells and Ms. Harris revealed they are in a relationship. All right, let me scroll to the next page real quick. Let me just make sure it doesn't have anything. Okay. That was it. Wait, hold on. Is there more? Oh, is this the same probable cause? Okay. So this includes, so even though this is Regina Harris, if you guys are catching this, so this is Regina Harris. You see, it talked a lot about Laquana Ballard. It included several of the officers, right? So is this another one? Let me see. It's got the same narrative. It's multiple pages, but it's got the same narrative on multiple warrants because each warrant substantiates the pending charge. So it's 3 times. You know how Sonya will say they have 3 warrants and they have the same information on every warrant? Well, it's 3 charges, 3 warrants, same narrative. I suspect that the narrative for Ballard is going to be the same as this because this is Regina Harris. So this is the tie between Harris. So let's go back to Odyssey real quick and look up this case. And now maybe it'll make a little bit more sense to us, some of the players in this. Because there's Big Bop, there's Yell Gina. Hold on. Okay, so Regina Harris is 24PI0060. All right, let's look at this. Oh, just a second. I got to get all the rest of these because this is okay. 47. Okay. All right. Here we go. So there's got to be more information though. There's more tie-in with these people. Because in this narrative we just read, we heard about Regina, we heard about Billy, we heard about Colvin and Laquana. I'm not sure how Breasia Tate fills in here, but Breasia's got to be involved. You know, I mean, there's something. So we'll I'm waiting for everything to come through. It's a Frandrew, period. I'm waiting for everything to come through. So y'all just be patient with me. I'll have everything. And I appreciate y'all supporting because all of this stuff is not yet posted. Maybe I'll look on Research Georgia, but some of this stuff doesn't get posted timely. And the warrants aren't typically on Research Georgia, so I've got to go direct to Fulton County. So I appreciate y'all supporting because that's what I use. That's what I use y'all's support for, to pay for these documents and things of that nature. So I appreciate that. If you guys enjoyed that story time, don't forget to and thank you for the pie, friend Drew and Coffee. Girl, was it not interesting? Where are we? Are we almost at 2 hours? Oh, we kept it very cute. I do smell Rico pot pie. Yes, Rico, the Rico pot pie is cooking. Okay, you're cracking up, isn't it? But you know what? I mean, there's so many serious topics, and you know, at least, and this is going to be serious for some people because it's going to cost them some coins out their pocket because they got to get lawyers. They need to call somebody. They can't call Melnick. Melnick is suspended for 6 months. You guys know that, right? Girl, Kayla doesn't do criminal. She does personal injury. They better call somebody available in Atlanta. Yes, if you would like to tip your hostess, $ Bougie Gang definitely helps. Let's see. I'm gonna change my name to Chicken Pot Pie Rico. Girl, what was it called? Rico Pot Pie? Someone said Rico Pot Pie. Okay. Rico Pot Pie is hilarious. Okay. Erica is retired. You know, we're gonna finish up the Nesto case, of course, but there's a new Rico in town, and it's called Rico Pot Pie. Girl, there's more stuff going on. Anyway, guys, you guys join me later. Any of you guys in members, and you heard old stankin' ass Jen Soto give her absolutely redonkulous account to the officers regarding her missing daughter. It was awful, but it's almost, I don't want to say it is somewhat laughable. It's awful. It's absolutely her girl, the story was bad. I'm just waiting for them to press charges on ma'am because I don't care if you have a mental illness or not, which I really don't. She doesn't. She has something, but it doesn't preclude you from responsibility of a minor child. Okay. So I'm going to stream that. And I'll be live so we can talk through it. But if you want to watch it uninterrupted, it's in members. So any of you who just got members, there's a bunch of stuff in there for you to peruse. And girl, Rico Popeye, are you down with RPP? I am not into Rico Popeye. No, thank you. Okay, guys, when I get some more, I will let you guys know. I'm working on it. Okay. This is a case for Sonia Esquire. Did we cover everything? So we got updated on Shirley, right? We updated on Shirley. Girl, we are updated on damn CG, which he might be getting his probation, revocation, marriage cancellation. Okay. Marriage cancellation will also be in effect for Shirley next week. Marriage cancellation might be in effect for CG and Jemnifer in 2 weeks. And is my birthday on a Friday this year? Hold on. Let me find out. Oh, it's on a Thursday. Okay. Girl, party starts on Thursday, September 12th. Baby, a real one was born, and that would be me. Okay, girl, it's birthday season. Can you tell? Oh, it is Virgo season official. Yes, I'm looking at the camera. It's officially Virgo season. Leos, I hope you enjoyed yourself because you're getting ready to get sick of the Virgos. People are sick of Virgos all year long. That's a 24/7, 365 thing because we just don't let it die. But it's official right now. It's a Virgo season. Someone somewhere, some Virgo is having a wonderful birthday. So happy birthday to all my Virgos in the house. Wait, I think I saw PW. So PW, thanks again. Every day. This is the Virgo season. Y'all are going to be sick of me. Either some of you guys are going to subscribe or unsubscribe. You guys, oh, somebody found the new Shirley. Okay. You found the new Shirley sticker. Look, Shirley in a pink fur coat. Okay. Don't play with her. Yes. Okay. I guess that's it for now. It's the 23rd. Hold on. Stop, girl. You talking about his Leo season. No, it's not. Leo season is over, isn't it? Or it's got to be the last day. Let's see. Virgo dates. Okay. Maybe it's tonight. So August 23rd to September 22nd. Baby, don't play with it. Yes. You made me something? Oh, Farrah, thank you, boo. Give me a kiss. Oh, I love you. I got the best daughter, guys. Like, she's amazing. She's so amazing. She's so sweet. Okay, guys. What else do I owe you guys anything? Do I owe Bougie Gang anything at this point? Did I give you? Okay, so we got caught up on Shirley. We got caught up on ratchet Christopher Gold, aka Christopher LaSalle Walden, aka CG. We got all caught up. Nesto, baby, he's gonna have court. He won't show up to divorce court. We already know he's not coming. So that's that on that. And now we got the makings of a Rico pot pie over there at the Fulton County Jail with the guards. I did see something about a Fulton County guard who may have gotten fired because maybe she was at the strip club, if I remember correctly. I'm gonna have to find it, but the guards bringing in contraband is giving me everything I need. But let me pull everything else. Let me try to get all my requests in before 5:00. Maybe they'll get them back to me, or we'll have them on Monday. So let me get back to work real quick because it's the behind the scenes, all that stuff that I got to do that is very much aggravating. To get all this stuff processed and get it over there. So I appreciate y'all. I think someone just sent a Cash App, and thank you for doing that because, girl, yes, thank you. That will cover some of these warrants I'm getting ready to buy. So I appreciate y'all. I'll have everything posted on these warrants. That warrant that I just read, if you want to read it for yourself, I will post it on Patreon. I will have it up as a free member post. So all you have to do is sign up for Patreon. And you don't have to do a paid Patreon, but just sign up for Patreon. I'll have it up as a free member post for the weekend. And then it'll go in its rightful place on Monday. Other than that, I'm going to do Jen Soto. I might just let that run. If you guys want me to be on the live, then I'll have to do it later because I need a break. If you guys want to talk amongst yourselves in the chat, then I can let it rip in like 10 minutes. I can just set it up and you guys can be talking, but I won't be in the live. It'll be just pre-recorded. But if you want me on the live, like to give commentary, then that won't be until later. Or if you want me to save my commentary, to get caught up on some Wade tonight, I'll let the Jen Soto video, if you guys want to hear her Fugazi, two, like it's the audio consists of two interviews with two different officers, and you'll hear the subtle nuances. Um, don't leave us unattended. You guys have all these awesome moderators. You will never be alone over here. You guys have each other. Don't leave us unattended. You guys like me to talk to you guys like that? Wade he's very creepy, Yogi. Do you guys want to get caught up on that? We can just get caught up with Jen and her equally creepy boyfriend, mom's boyfriend. I got a mom's boyfriend too. The one who is sitting in Orange County on the charges. He has 60 CP charges. Stefan Starnes, and he's got murder. And in the interview that you will hear with Jen Soto, they introduced that there was a gun in the house and that Jen wasn't clear where the gun was. They asked her, "Is it in the house?" She said, "I think so." And she said, "It's not in the car." And she said, "I don't think so." Okay, well we'll do Jen and mom's creepy boyfriend Stefan. Okay, we'll go there. We'll go there tonight. I have some audio that's been released by the Orange County Sheriff's Department, like 2-3 days ago. You may have seen it starting to hit the internet, but you guys might not have heard it. Can you let her interview? Can you let her interview? Just okay. Can you let her interview? Just okay. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, can you let her interview play? It's in members. It's in members. And I think I posted it. If you're following on Patreon, I posted it in Patreon. I think you follow on Patreon. Go into Patreon. It's there. I already posted it. Just as like podcast, like plain. I broke in like once or twice, but I pretty much just let it play. But if you want me to just let it play, I can do that. Let me clear the deck and I'll post it up and I'll have it up for you guys. Just give me about 30 minutes. I just can't promise I'm going to be in the live like that, so you guys can listen to it and you guys can comment while listening. Okay, so we'll do that. I'll post it live. I'll be watching, but I'm not going to interrupt because it really is it's interesting, but you have to, I feel like it's worth a listen, especially if you're following the story so you can catch the lies. You can catch all the lies, okay? Anyway, that's it. Okay? I feel like that's it. I think we're like all the way caught up. So again, look at your phone. If you're new here, hit subscribe, set your notifications, and give me a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in a little bit. So if you guys, let me see. She has been popped. Oh, you think Stefan? You talking about Stefan and Jemnifer? That she is Oh, and yeah, I have some narrative too. Um she's damaged goods. Mom's mom over there. It's bad. It's really bad. Um we'll have to do like a whole like conversation top to bottom on this case, especially as it's getting started, but it's It's a lot. Kristen been fighting all her life. Kristen from the kiosk, girl, she's over there. You saw Nyla posted. Girl, she was over there having a conversation with Jumpsuit Pablo. Did you guys catch that? She blamed some kid, according to her. Let me just talk about this real quick. So, are you talking about Kristen from the kiosk? Kristen from the kiosk basically said that her kid went to school and some kid was watching Jumpsuit Pablo on his phone and tried to, like, I was like, girl, stop lying. First of all, you cannot walk into a school with your phone on some damn YouTube. You got to have your phone off the minute you step into anybody's school. Once you go through and you're checking through basically like middle school, high school, you're going through metal detectors, all the things. Your phone is off. Your phone is in your backpack. Administrators are yanking phones. You got to be kidding me. I was like, Kristen, stop lying. First of all, that's a lie. That's a lie. It's a lie. So, anyway, did you guys, okay, any of you guys who are following the Wade stuff? So, Mila was live on Tommy's TikTok. Did you guys catch that? I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Anyway, I guess I'm following, but I'm not covering, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not on it, like maybe but once a week or whatever. So she was live doing a Q&A on TikTok. Any of you guys okay. Did y'all hear the audible? It was for me, okay? Am I lying? Oh my God, now I'm going to have to blow my nose. Oh my God, I'm sorry. But that's what was going on. It was awful. I was like, y'all are too old to be into this nonsense. Y'all are middle-aged bar band folk. Like, what is y'all doing? What are y'all doing? And then I think he was live last night. So this is from 2 nights ago. Last night, they were, homie, I think was smoking weed on live on TikTok. And one person was like, just go off camera when you're dragging. Girl, it's a mess. Anyway, it's a mess. Guys, thank you everybody who gifted all of the things, stickered, every members supporting milestones. Did I get everybody? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, everyone. Do I have some coins? Let me see if I'm on the right. Thank y'all. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. Take care. Hit the thumbs up for me, and I will see you guys later. I'm gonna run the Jen Soto audio. Okay, and I'll probably be filling out the forms, my FOIA requests for the rest of those warrants. Okay. All right, guys. Love you. Mean it. Have a good Friday, and we'll talk.